Had a power outage, which probably means they're working on something. When the power goes out that early in the morning, it's usually because the city flipped a breaker somewhere because they're working on like, let's see, last week it was because they were putting Christmas lights up all down the main avenue. And so they shut like complete blocks down so that they could send workers up with ladders onto the light poles and like string lights from pole to pole. And so different areas throughout town lost electricity as we went throughout. Not sure what just happened here. We're trying to load back into the game. Everything's shut down, so I had to restart the PlayStation. I may need to completely shut this down and restart the game. I'm not sure. No, no, it wasn't you, Egna. Like literally as you sent your message, I was going to respond, and then the power went out across the house. Chris opened up the door and was like, hey, power's out." And I'm like, "I know, everything's down." Press any button. Resume. Oh, you could change the font size from here. I don't know what the English voiceover was for. All right, resume. It black screens me here. I wonder if it corrupted my save file, and I'm gonna have to start the game manually and then load it from there. Technical difficulties, kids. Like it literally crashed everything, so it shut my, we had a complete power outage, so it shut the PlayStation down and everything. I may need to just manually restart the game, like tell it to start like it's gonna do a new game, and then see if I can't load it from there. Oh, this is disappointing. We'll see. This is a unforeseen technical difficulty. It does not appear to be loading, which if I'm guessing, it's probably because it's got a corrupted. Um, okay. Let's just try to start it from scratch and see what it does. It's going black every time right now. I wonder if it corrupted my whole Mass Effect. Um, yeah, I need to check if you. I don't know if you can verify integrity. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Well, we're gonna do some troubleshooting this morning, apparently live on stream. Close game. I don't know how to manage game content, maybe? Upload, download, save data. Wife says have the PS5 check the hard drive. I've never done that, so I'm going to have to investigate how to do that, Offerty. Settings, storage, console storage. Settings, storage, console storage. Hang on, I'm investigating how to do this. No, it does not look good, Nick2. It doesn't say that I can do anything to it. Games and apps. No, I don't want to delete anything. Well, I could tell you one thing. I've got some wonkiness going on now too with the whole thing. I may just need to completely reboot the PS5 because right now, if I go to home, it's not letting me cycle through any of the options at the top. I may have to cycle a full reboot. Power outage did something, kids. It won't even let me get up to the menu. All right, let's just do a full restart and see if this does anything. Power outages. They're never good. It's not good to your hardware. Well, hopefully this second stream we don't have any crazy freedom of speech people trying to show up and spam the chat with super chats thinking that it gives them the right to be disruptive assholes. That got a little wild during the first stream, guys. The guy threw like $150 at the channel too. Like he threw like $140 in super chats. But I just had to hide him from the channel. He was being super obnoxious about politics and stuff. Fingers crossed, kids. Let's try this again. Yeah, he was looking for a fight for sure. All right. Let's try to resume again. No, it's going straight to black. No, we're good. We're good. It's going. Oh, I am totally not. Nope. I'm not Offerty because the way YouTube does it is YouTube has a very strict policy in place that they do not do any refunds, and they do not offer any of that. They don't allow chargebacks. Like, you have to click like 3, 4, 5 different times that you accept their terms and conditions before you can super chat or do a membership. We had a lady who, for better or for worse, I don't know if it was a legitimate thing or not. Someone did a $500 super chat like 3 months, 4 months ago, and regretted it. Sent me a Facebook message and an email saying that, oh, that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Can you refund the money? And I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, YouTube doesn't give me any. I can't. It's out of my hands. And she tried to do a chargeback, and YouTube basically told her and her credit card company, and she got mad and sent me nasty emails, and I'm like, like, you have to tell you're having to go through like 3, 4, 5 clicks before you give me money through YouTube or Twitch. Like, there is no oops, I accidentally did something when it comes to stuff like that. Like, the one that does allow disputes is PayPal, which is why you'll notice I don't have a donate button on. You know how a lot of streamers will have like a donate button, and it'll send you to like Streamlabs or something, or it'll send you to a PayPal link. I don't do that, and the reason I don't do that is because people can go back 6 months, 8 months, 2 years down the road and issue a request through PayPal to get their money back. And I've heard horror stories about people who have had somebody who did like $2,000, $3,000 in donations, and then 2 years down the road, the streamer says something or does something or plays a game or has a reaction that they are upset with, and then they issue a request for a refund, and it goes through PayPal, and suddenly they wake up and they find a negative $3,000 deduction from their PayPal account. So it's like, yeah, I don't do PayPal for that reason. But I just let Twitch and YouTube manage it all. You heard Pirate Software talking about the issue, Offerty? With YouTube? I don't know about YouTube. I know for PayPal for sure. Yeah, Nick too, exactly. He was looking for a fight, especially because he was wanting to talk about those political issues. And oh, you're talking about with PayPal? Yeah. That's specifically why I don't use PayPal for any donations or anything like that. Because you do get people who are like, well, don't you make more money through PayPal? And it's like, well, yeah, because, you know, Twitch takes their percentage, YouTube takes theirs percentage. It's fine. It's the cost of doing business on these platforms. I'm okay with that. By the way, thanks for the super chat, Ashley. So theoretically, you make more money from PayPal donations because the PayPal takes less per transaction, but you open yourself up to the risk of someone getting upset 6 months, 8 months, 2 years down the road and issuing like a refund demand. And then suddenly you're facing a situation where you've already taken the money out of your PayPal account and you've already spent the money, you've already paid taxes with it, you've already used it, and suddenly you wake up and you've got a negative balance in your PayPal account. No, thank you. So I don't use PayPal specifically for that reason. And even Patreon, Patreon has a very strict policy in place where Patreon, they take care of any chargebacks on their end. So as a user, if someone decides to do a chargeback on something through the Patreon, it doesn't affect me whatsoever because in the terms of service for Patreon, they cover any chargebacks on their end. So I am very conscious of keeping myself protected from that kind of shit because we get angry people like the guy today who was like, I gave you $140. Why aren't you answering my questions? And it's because you're talking about genocide and stuff I don't want to talk about or address on the stream. Like, you're breaking the rules of my no politics discussion. And worse, you're getting upset that I'm not, like, answering you. Yeah, the PayPal thing is silly, Metroid. Like, there needs to be... Letting people come back 1 year, 2 years down the road is a little obnoxious. Shit, these guys are gonna roast my shields. Oh, it takes a bit to repair it, okay.
All targets eliminated.
Ashley said I didn't know about the PayPal thing. Let's get information. I'll be sure to avoid that mistake if my own channel ever takes off. Yeah. I mean, PayPal can be good for certain things, but like, it also has some things you have to pay attention to, like some downsides as well. I think we missed that one. Oh, my decryption skill is too low for any of these boxes.
Heading out.
That's a pretty impressive looking structure. I remember this fight with her mother being a huge pain in the ass. That's what I remember about this level, actually. Somewhere over here. There it is. Wait, is there a second one over there? Oh no, I about yeeted myself off a cliff. I took that one to the face. Anyway, there are a ton of things you have to worry about once you start doing this and making money at it. Not the least of which is like, which platform is going to be best for you? Are you going to do it on multiple platforms? A lot of people get upset about like, oh, PayPal takes this much, or excuse me, Twitch takes this much, YouTube takes this much, and it's like, yeah, but those platforms, depending on the platform, as an example, I'm gonna stop here for a second because this is a fun conversation. Like YouTube takes a percentage, right? They all take a percentage. It's the cost of doing business on their platforms. So Twitch will take out of the gate like 50% of your subs, right? Once you get monetized. But that's a flexible amount because it starts off at 50%, and then what they have is a scaling percentage based on goals. So if you go over to Twitch, there is a, I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I would have to go look at it. I'm going to go dig into it really quick. It's based on subscriptions. I think it's the bonus. Power-ups and channel points and all these things. So the way it works is basically, if you're getting like 50 subs a month, I'm using arbitrary math here because I don't have it open in front of me to exactly explain it, and I have to go find the page. I don't know where the page is at right now. But it's something along the lines of, if you're getting 50 subscribers a month, then you're at 50%. If you're getting 100 subscriptions a month, you get 60%. If you're getting 200 subscriptions a month, you get 70%. Like, the more subscriptions you bring in through Twitch, the more of that money they give to you as the user on Twitch. So it's a scaling system based upon how much revenue you're bringing in. The more revenue you bring in, the less they take. So it scales based on that. So the bigger you get on Twitch, the more money you can make on Twitch because they take less of a percentage. Whereas on YouTube, it's just a flat, they take half of all ad revenue, and it's scaling a little bit, but it's roughly they take about half of all ad revenue, and then they take 30% of all of your super chats, memberships, and everything else. Now the difference is that on Twitch, I don't get a ton of tools on Twitch. It's better now than it used to be. But on YouTube, I get a whole suite of tools. So I've always looked at that 30% that they take, or that 50% that they take of the ad revenue, as here's all the tools that I get with YouTube. And YouTube's algorithm promotes my content without me having to lift a finger. Twitch does not do that. Twitch does not promote my content outside of the streams. When I'm live, Twitch has an algorithm. If I have good viewership, I could get into the Kingmaker slot, which pushes me higher into the front page. There's algorithm stuff at work on Twitch, but only when I'm live. YouTube, on the other hand, is always working. So if I upload a video or I do a live stream, even after I'm offline, the algorithm is promoting my content. If someone searches for something, my content will always show up in the search results, whether it's through Google or through YouTube search. And so the cost of, yes, exactly, Dribrum. The YouTube Studio has a whole bunch of built-in tools for cutting, editing, music that you can put in. They have an AI tool now, which allows you to strip out copyrighted music if you have issues when you're like live streaming an event. Like that's one of the reasons I don't live stream a lot of like the Stream Awards or things. And the reason is because those shows use a lot of copyrighted music. And that music means that my video will get a monetization strike, meaning that I will lose the money for that video because the revenue will then go to the copyright holder of that music. Now, it used to be if that happened, you didn't have a lot of tools. You could go in and maybe cut the music out, or you might have to completely delete a 5-minute section of a video. Now, the YouTube algorithm has an AI tool built in, which allows you to basically, it'll mute the background music, but keep your voice still there so that, excuse me, people can still hear you talking, while it'll just mute out whatever music got caught by the copyright system. So the tools are getting better and better all the time. But the big thing for me is the YouTube search engine, which is the Google search engine. Like, so the 30% that YouTube takes, or the 50% of ad revenue, is, I'm fine with that because of all the tools I get and the all the work that they do in promoting my content. Whereas Twitch doesn't do jack shit to promote my content. They only promote my streams when I'm live. Once I'm offline, Twitch doesn't give a shit about me. YouTube, on the other hand, always cares about what you're putting because it's using that for ad revenue. So it's a catch-22 about what platforms you're going to use and what you're doing with each. Lots of things to consider. Every platform you use is going to take a cut of your stuff somehow, some way.
Here it comes.
I don't have a lock.
Mid-agile deployed.
Lock on.
Mid-agile deployed.
Ah! All right, well, we're not going to send them in to charge this time. Let's put you here. You here.
Enemy sighted. Now on edge.
Oh, is she down? That didn't work like I thought. She fell. Is she gonna get back up? No. We're locked in. I think she's dead. For the fight, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna deal with the Krogan. One Krogan down. He's fucking charging. Throw! There's still something else up over here. I see you.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online.
We can do that, but first, ding-a-ling-a-ling. I'm gonna put my. Let's get my intimidate maxed out. I suppose I could auto level her up now. No, I don't agree with that. I don't want her to do pistols and all that shit. Oh my, I think I'm okay with the one I already have. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. What's up, Pippin? You guys want a gratuitous Pippin shot? let's look at weapons here. Nothing new weapons-wise. I don't remember where I need to go in here. Oh, there's like a tunnel. Did I miss it somehow? Yeah, I played a soldier my first time through the game, Mike, but I've always been partial to the bionic character, the adept, just because it gave me more control over the battlefield after my first playthrough. Ooh, I'll take all those, please, and I'm immediately going to put that on my gun. Chem round 3.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
One of the things I loved the most about Andromeda was just the combo system, because it was interchangeable. So you could have like, you could push someone up in the air with stasis and then either use a grenade or another ability to like blow them up with a combo. So it was all these different combos that you could do, which was like really freaking amazing.
Bring it on.
I forgot all about my coffee, guys. It's called cold now, probably.
What was that?
Animals, wind, this place is in bad shape.
Yeah, exactly, Offerty. Net running. I mean, I've seen people who do. Oh, fuck! I forgot about the bug. I forgot about the bug queen in here. Like I've seen all these people who love like the melee builds, and I've seen some amazing things with melee builds in Cyberpunk, but I much prefer Netrunner. Oh, he
What
was
the hell were those things?
critters.
Xenobiology is not my field, Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Critters is what those were. Yeah. The soldier's like, I'm just gonna chuck a grenade. Boom!
Over there. Bring it on. All targets eliminated.
I never really played a Vanguard. Oh my god, that's a lot of critters. Let's just use a warp singularity. Whee! Flying critters!
All targets eliminated.
Shepard, that is a backup power system for the station mainframe.
Can we fix it? Get this place back online?
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual.
Dude, I hear creepy crawlies skrittering and screeching. Too much Shepard, Mike says. Get untapped. What's a manual reactivation? I have the Omnigel, but I'm kind of curious what this is. Oh no. Oh, I understand what I need to do. Hold up. I may have screwed this up. No, I think I'm good. No, I'm not good.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Yes!
Help would be great. Who are you?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Ashley. It's just, oh my god, the egg laying queen comment. It's so true and relevant given what we were playing recently. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Today we're doing something different though. We're actually not going to do Aliens Dark Descent today because I'll tell you why here in a second. I forget what it's called. Hang on, I got to turn on the Xbox really quick. Give me 2 seconds. There is something we're going to play today. I gotta go look at it because I can't remember what it is. It's a demo that came out of something I've been wanting to play for a while. It is called Altars. We're gonna do this today, here in a little bit. Instead of Aliens Dark Descent today. Only because this is a demo I've had my eye on this game for quite a while now. I've watched a bunch of the trailers. I want to try that out since the demo's available right now. Yesterday they put it out on Twitter. It's available on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Epic Store, GOG, Steam, everywhere. You can go play this demo. So we're gonna do that in a little bit today after we finish up, and then probably get back to Aliens: Dark Descent tomorrow or maybe this afternoon. But FYI, this looks really awesome. This is gonna be a I think this is a June release on Game Pass. Anyway, it's like a sci-fi survival weird game. The guy who did the voiceover for Rook in Dragon Age Veilguard, the British version, he's the main voice actor, and he plays like all the different characters. He's like a clone of himself. I don't know. It looks wild. So we'll play that later on. Just as an FYI. Let's turn that off. Go back to the PlayStation. But we'll dive into that one later on today. Come on. I clicked the thing. There we go.
Commander Shepard, I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15.
I'm not sure, Ashley. I think there might be something
This
to do with
allows the
cloning
crew
as
to
well.
remotely access my databases
Like
from
different
the
clones,
comfort and
different
security
versions.
of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within
But
the
that could be where they got
hotlines,
the title, yeah.
cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you unleash to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel
Kind of like
line
if you've ever
must be
watched,
opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor
I think it's
assembly
called Moon.
proper.
It's Duncan. Why am I blanking on his name? David Bowie's son directed it. It's a really good movie about an astronaut who's living on the moon and he thinks he's up there. It's a really good film. Really good movie.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Duncan Jones. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Oh, that's a lot of baddies.
Engaging target.
Ah! Fuck me, they blow up.
User alert. Main
Oh my god,
reactor
that's a
shut
lot.
down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Online. How may I assist you?
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines. When emergency
Yeah, we've already heard
protocols
that.
were
All right,
implemented
log out.
within
That's
the
all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay, landlines are repaired, which means we can now use the tram.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Man, not gonna lie, yesterday's session of Aliens Dark Descent was that got intense. That last mission we did, man, like even on easy mode, that game is really freaking rough. Like I thought I was done, and still like we were doing that, like we're holding down the arc, and like the ARC is there, and I'd burned through 3 miniguns. Or on like high alert, everything's coming at us, and then they gotta send the drop shit down,
User
and
alert.
like my whole
Main
squad
reactor
fell.
shut down
One
in
person
accordance
was
with
left standing,
emergency
and I thought they all
containment
died, but they
procedures.
were all just knocked
Manual
unconscious.
restart required.
Yeah, Lauren, man, it was total stress level. Like I kept like, it was like, no, I'm losing all my cool shit. It's like every time I turn around, there's like more stuff coming at me, and I kept having to redo sections because I would just dying over and over and over. Like that was just no, go away.
Think we're good, Commander.
Which way are we going to the? That's the tram. Yeah, we're going this way.
User
Yeah,
alert.
I'm
Main
genuinely
reactor shut down in accordance
surprised,
with emergency
actually,
containment procedures.
with how
Manual
well that
restart
game
required.
captures the essence of the Alien franchise while still being like a top-down. Because you would think like Alien, what is it, Isolation, the first person or yeah, it's first person, isn't it? Like normally those are the ones that get me. Like if it's a third person or first person action game, like I'm more inclined to feel like I'm immersed in the character, and so I feel that visceral response to the fear. But I've been very, very surprised by how well a top-down CRPG still manages to keep the like adrenaline levels high. Um, it's just like, oh, my character's
User
bugged.
alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual
He won't
restart
turn around.
required.
I'm like, look at this. He won't turn around. There he goes. He wasn't. No, he's still running the same direction. Oh my god, he'll only face the wall.
Now entering main reactor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm trying to make myself play those types of games more just to have new experiences. Like I really enjoyed, was it Fire Strike, Fire Team, Elite Fire Team, Elite Fire Strike? I can't remember the name of the game. Like I played that with one of my gaming buddies and had a really good time, and it pushed me out of my comfort zone because I don't normally like jump scare games. But I love the Alien franchise from like a film perspective. I'm really looking forward to the new show that's coming with Timothy Olyphant.
In accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I'm putting that on mine. Yeah, I don't think it got like the population it necessarily wanted to be able to support like full long-term. Oh shit! Ah! Oh fuck you! Fucking stalkers, man.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Oh, that might not have been a good decision to just send her rushing in there. Did you really just charge me?
With emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I probably need to stop sending her off like that because she keeps falling in combat. Oh, I put it into stasis, which means we can't do anything against it. Who is shooting at me and where? Aha!
Shield down.
Oh no!
In accordance with emergency
I
containment
died.
procedures. Manual restart required.
Oh no, it put me all the way back out to the roof with my last save. That is lame.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
I gotta go all the way
Manual
back down
restart
and through.
required.
Well, boo-hoo. This is old school right here. There weren't as many quick saves as new games have. Yeah, the AVP movies, not as good, but still fun in the grand scheme of things. I still have not watched the most recent Predator movie they did with the indigenous tribes fighting against the predators. I've heard it's very, very good.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
But I have not watched
Manual
it
restart required.
Alright, let's do a manual save here. Did I remember to loot that thing? Hang on, I need to go back, I think. Because I remember looting something that I don't have right now all of a sudden. And I don't remember where I found it. There was a box somewhere.
Now exiting to the roof. Inter-facility communications functioning normally.
Unless the boxes are RNG. Because they'd gotten that hardened weave 4 or whatever.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't remember where I found that. Hoodoo. I remember when I was younger, I have an uncle who it's my dad's younger brother. He's a year older than me.
User alert.
My
Main
grandparents had
reactor
an
shut
accident
down
maybe when they were in
accordance
their
with emergency containment
mid-40s.
procedures.
And
Manual restart required.
he's a very talented artist, and he has always been very talented as an artist. And when we were kids, like teenagers, he was already starting to really get into like drawing comic book stuff, and he was obsessed with H.R. Geiger. I think it's Geiger. I always forget how to pronounce it. The guy who was behind all the artwork for the original Alien films. And I remember when Barnes and Noble. I don't even know if people still go to Barnes and Noble. But when I was growing up, before the internet, one of the things we used to do is we would go to Barnes and Noble, and they had like
User
chairs
alert.
and tables,
Main
and they had
reactor
like a
shut down in
cafe,
accordance
and you
with
could like go
emergency
take books
containment
off the shelves
procedures.
and like go sit down and have a
Manual
coffee and
restart
like flip through
required.
books and stuff, and sit down and read a book while drinking a coffee, kind of like a library, with the anticipation that hopefully you're going to buy something. And we would go, and he would obsess over these Geiger art books, which had all of this crazy stuff from the Alien films and everything else.
Now entering main reactor. User alert.
The original
Main
Alien
reactor
movie
shut
is
down
really,
in
really,
accordance
really,
with
really, really,
emergency
really good.
containment procedures. Manual restart required.
If only, not even for the horror element, watch it for the amazing special effects, because for the time that it was made, the practical effects that went into that film, especially knowing what we know now, that like no one knew exactly how there's a well, if you haven't seen it, I mean, I'm sure you're aware, even if you haven't seen it, Ashley, like chest bursters are a thing. The very first ever chest burster scene on screen, none of the actors knew what it was actually going to look like when they were on set. And so their reactions when it happened
User alert.
while it was
Main
being
reactor
filmed
shut
are
down in
genuine
accordance with
reactions. And it
emergency
is
containment
absolutely
procedures.
amazing
Manual restart
to see
required.
that. I think it is RNG because I think that was the box where I got the stuff out of it earlier, and this time the box had something different in it. I can't imagine what it must have been like to see that in the cinema for the first time. That would have been wild. Nick2 says it's the one movie I
User
can't
alert.
watch.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I don't think it matters which one of these tunnels I go down. Neither one of these has good things in it. Oh, they're coming for us.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Out! No, I don't want to die. Woo! I almost died. He came for me.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
To me.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Man, all these weapon lockers that I can't get into. Because my description grill's too low. Can I save again?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I can't remember the Grudge film. I'm gonna go Google that in a minute because I really can't remember what that film is about. I remember the name of it. I'm sure I saw it at some point in time because it's a Sam Raimi and Robert Tapert production. But I'm looking at it. Is that the one where the chick comes out of the TV, or is that The Ring? Because I'm looking at the poster right now with the long hair, with the eyes. And I remember Sarah Michelle Gellar. I vaguely remember something, but I can't remember. This is also 2004. All right, The Ring is the one with the chick on the TV. Yeah, I know I've seen The Grudge, but it's been so long ago I can't really remember it. Chucky movies. Yeah, I don't remember The Grudge hardly at all. There's another one. There was another series with is it Justin Lee? I think is the actor's name. He did a series. Justin Long. Jeepers Creepers. That's one of the ones I vaguely remember as well. The Jeepers Creepers film. I don't know. I think the ones that got me when I was younger was Hellraiser with Pinhead and everything. That shit freaked me out more than anything else I've ever seen. Nice, Gargle. It is a good game series. Yep. Yeah. Hellraiser is the puzzle box and everything, and just that whole series. And it could be because I had a religious upbringing, so the idea of these creatures from hell was more disturbing to me than aliens.
User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber.
See, Freddy Krueger and Jason, those movies never fazed me at all. I always viewed them as like the Evil Dead series. Like they were never that scary to me. They were always sort of like horror comedy. Whereas Hellraiser, just like the psychological aspect. You know what other movie got me too is Event Horizon, because it was literally like a portal to hell. Like it was they opened up a dimension to hell. Like Event Horizon messed with me. And oh man, it's Dennis Quaid and Ben. What is his name? It starts with a P. I'm gonna go look it up real quick. This one came out a few years ago. Pandorum, I think. Pandorum. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking. Oh, this has been like 2009. That was longer ago than I thought. Pandorum is a really, really, really good kind of creepy science fiction horror film about people getting stuck on a ship. I think if I remember correctly, it's like a generational ship. Um, yeah, that was an intense one. But Event Horizon, I remember being a film that just really messed with me when I watched it.
They're locked in.
Ooh, get some new weapons.
Control group, loosen them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself. Because...
There we go. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Go to the armor. There we go. Ooh, I might give that to myself. Now it's time for... Oh, I can't save here? Yes, I can. Let's get out of here so I can do a hard save.
God only gives you one life.
Many Solarians believe in the wheel of life. Your people call it reincarnation. My people have a similar philosophy.
I want to exit out of here because I want to be able to save before we do anything. Yeah, they went full, like, portal to hell, you know? It was like, oh my god, so we're not even... We're abandoning the science aspect and we're going straight to portal to hell.
Now entering
I will say, because Chris and I
decontamination
just watched
transit
Alien
mode.
Romulus like a couple weeks back.
User alert.
That had
Loose
some disturbing
contaminants
stuff in
in
it.
the
Like, it wasn't even
decontamination
that
chamber.
scary. It was just there were
Access
some
to
scenes
passenger
that were
tramways
incredibly horrific.
inadvisable.
Not like scary horrific, more like just ugh. The birthing scene in particular got both of us. Was just like, oh my god.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable
But the
to
guy,
connect
as he
to
was like
hot
getting
lab
acid dripped on
facilities.
him, as he that was intense.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station has been sealed in the interest
That's
of
why I was kind of
crew
disappointed
safety.
that the
Activation
Halo
of the
show got
fail-safe
canceled because
plasma
at the
jets
end of
is
season 2 of
recommended
Halo, they were
prior to
finally getting to the
access.
flood. And it was starting to introduce the horror elements of the Halo franchise. And I was really looking forward to like a season 3 where we got full on like horror sci-fi. Because I always felt like the Halo, if you've ever, like for me playing the Halo games, that always felt like a sci-fi horror franchise to me. Even though it's always been touted as more like a sci-fi FPS, like action FPS, like the flood elements to those games have always been horribly just terrifying to me to play through. Anytime I had to do a flood mission, I was always just terrified.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the failsafe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The failsafe system is currently inoperable.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
Override. Open the doors now.
Very well, Commander. Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
All right, kids, here we go.
Now I'm ready. I can't get there.
Dude.
I can't get there.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to get there because you're scared of bugs.
Rally round.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Oh, did we ding? We dinged in the middle of that, which means... Man, I'm gonna go ahead and just take...
Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
What's up, Pippin? What's up, sweetie? Waking up. I'm hearing bugs. Might have to go kill some bugs, yeah. emergency exit only.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I'd only be upset if they'd fired.
Even hopped up on stems, my people know the rule. 2 legs good, 4 legs bad.
2 legs good, 4 legs
You're
bad.
human, and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here. and
Yeah,
protect
Nick
the
too.
civilians.
I
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can
I don't
take you
know.
down to the hot labs. Oh, if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the
It's
med
like,
bay.
I know the type of person I am. And if I was given the opportunity to explore space and explore another place, I'm definitely going there with the intent to explore and present myself on good footing, but I'm also going in heavily armed. I'm not going in hands up like, hey guys, we're pacifists, like, what's up? You know, I'm going down with the intent to be like, hi, this is my name, I'm here, this is a cool place, we come from space, you know, with a gun on my hip. I might not have it drawn, but I'm taking arms with me. I'm going in prepared, and I would expect any interdimensional, interspatial species to do the same. And the problem is, if force meets force, you know, it's not going to lead to good things. But I don't necessarily do the whole, you know, they're coming here to, you know, probe us and stuff, but I don't know, man. I just don't see what there's a show, I think it's called The 3-Body Problem, which just aired on HBO this earlier this year. I think is what it's based on I believe there's a Netflix, sorry, not HBO. I think it was a Netflix show actually. Yeah, 3-Body Problem is Netflix. And there's a Chinese version of it too. Tencent did a version. It's based on some Chinese novels which I've never read. But it's essentially a story about, you know, another species from a galaxy far, far away who establishes communication with us, and you know, it was a very interesting show about how, you know, they're basically trying to survive and their planet is dying and they're just trying to get out, but they realize that we're never going to accept them because of our nature, and so they take a preemptive approach. It's very intense. Yeah.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Critters!
Go, go, go!
Critters!
Now I'm ready.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
All right, well, I got a Paragon action for that, and it just saved. That is a great point for me to wrap guys, because I'm gonna go get some breakfast. We're about 3 hours in, a little over three, almost 4 hours, I think, but a little over 3.5 hours into this morning's stream for Mass Effect Andromeda. Um, I'm gonna go get some food, and I'm gonna come back here in a bit. Say, I don't know if there's breakfast ready, so I'm gonna duck out into the kitchen. If there's nothing ready, I'll be back online in about 15 minutes. If the food is ready or close to being ready, it'll be about 30 minutes before I'm back. We're gonna go play the Altars demo. And check out what that's all about. So give me a little bit, 15 to 30 minutes. I'll be back on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to go play the altars today and continue enjoying our Sunday. But in the meantime, I need some grub and some more coffee. And we all probably need to just shake off the alien gunk. And exactly, Nick, too. The one thing in life that has all thing in common is everybody wants to survive at all costs. Aliens would be no different. I do not disagree. Matter of fact, Chris just opened the door and said, "Oh, you're listening to my stream? In 15 minutes it's ready." All right. So she said it's still about 15 minutes out, so that's fine. I'll go do some morning chores, maybe do some stretches a little bit. So it looks like it'll be closer to 30 minutes, guys. I'll be back with the altars here in a bit, so stay tuned. I'll be back. If you're not following along on Discord and all the socials, links will be out here in a bit when I'm live with the next section. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.